I hate to break it to you, but summer vacation's going to be coming to a close soon. That means the school year is right around the corner. Kimberly is talking to a pediatrician this morning about the vaccinations your kids need to start the school year.
That's right. Summer ends all too soon. And as Seth said, part of getting ready for the new school year is having those required vaccinations. In this week's Early Years, we're talking with pediatrician Dr. Drmoore about some of the shots that kids need, as well as other health-related things to keep in mind as they get ready to go back to school. Good morning to you, Dr. Moore. Thanks for being here.
Well, good morning, Kimberly. It's my pleasure to be here this morning.
Yes. And first thing, okay, there are certain shots that kids have to have before they can start school in the first place. What is the deadline? Does this need to be done by this point already, or is there still some time?
There's still some time. The way the current recommendations are, the shots have to be done before you enroll in school. So before you hit the door to your school, you have to get the shots before kindergarten and before 6th grade.
Okay, and what types of vaccines specifically are we talking about?
Sure, it's a good question. Before children enroll in kindergarten, they have to get an extension of the same shots that they had when they were little. So they have to get, they have to finish the series for diphtheria, tetanus, and whooping cough. They have to finish the polio series, and it's also required that they get a second measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine as well.
Okay, and any new requirements this year? Any new vaccines that are out there?
No, these are all the ones that we've had for the last several years.
Okay, so stay pretty consistent.
Yes.
What about other health-related things? What about,
Sure.
getting back on sleep schedule, eating healthy, that sort of thing?
Yeah, that's a good point. We all like to have more fun over the summer, so we all like to relax our routines a little bit. We all like to let our children experience life without the constraints of school as much. But once August starts to come and you start to realize that you're going back to school in the next 2 weeks, that you need to think about getting children back on to their sleep habits, back on their regular eating routines. And I know my daughters have been staying up an hour or so later every night. But once school starts to get closer, we need to start getting those routines a little back to normal.
Probably in the next few weeks or so, just kind of start easing back to normal. Thank you so much for coming in this morning, Dr. Moore. As always, we appreciate it. And if you want a detailed look at some of the vaccination requirements for schools in our state, you will find a link on our website, WDBJ7.com. Just click on the story after this newscast.